everyone, so today I am here to do my August TBR. We're coming at you with like no makeup on because it is so fucking hot out. I put on makeup and it just all comes off, so I just haven't been wearing makeup because that's a lot of effort to just like melt off your face. Anyways, I have a giant August TBR. Like, it's a little bit ridiculous and I'm a little bit like, I don't know if this is gonna happen because basically August is a little bit of a weird month for me. I have 2 weeks of like normality of just going to work, but even then, if you didn't see my last video, I got Panda, so I'm like working from home a couple days and I'm like going in for like half a day and like kind of weird all over the place with working. But then I have like a week of normality and then I'm home for a week, like back in my hometown, and then I start work at my other job, which is like a very intense like week of like 10-hour days. So I really don't know what's gonna happen. But I have a bunch of books to show you guys today that I want to get to, so let's just get on into this. Okay, I'm going to start with the library books that I have out currently. So the first one is Providence by Caroline Kepnes. This is her newest book. This is the author of You, which I adored You, but then I really didn't like the second book in the series, Hidden Bodies. So I'm very curious to see if I'm going to like this. I've seen a lot of really bad reviews about this, if I'm completely honest. So I'm very interested to see what it is for myself. I also hear that this really isn't a thriller. Like, everyone thought it was a thriller, I thought it was a thriller, but it's like really not a thriller. So I'm going to go in with low expectations and hope I love it. You know, You might have just been a fluke and everyone loved it and no one's gonna like any of her other books, but I'm going to continue giving her a chance. And then the book that I just picked up today, because I'm just like, I've been wanting to read this for a while. Like, it's been on my to-read list on Goodreads for a while, so I finally requested it from my library, and it's so cute looking. That is Sweet Bean Paste by Durian Sekogawa. This is a Japanese story, and I have no clue what it's about. I remember reading the synopsis at one point and thinking it sounded really cute, but I can't remember for the life of me what this is about. But I think this looks really cute, and it's really short. It's only like 200 pages. It's a very Japanese novel. I think it might be translated, but I just really like picking up a nice little quiet Japanese novel every once in a while. Alright, so the book that I am currently reading is Authority by Jeff Vandermeer. I read Annihilation during the booktubeathon and I loved it, so I wanted to continue. Fun fact about this book, I got this, I think it was Book Outlet, so it's a used book, and I got it from the Scratch Indent, which I specifically remembered that, because I was like, I know this is a used book, and I opened it, it's freaking signed! I literally didn't notice that until I opened it to read it. I'm like baffled by that, but anyways, I'm really, really excited to read this. I adore Jeff Vandermeer, I loved Born, I loved Annihilation, so I'm really excited to be continuing on in the series. I hear that this book isn't as good as Annihilation, but I'm still going to obviously read it. Alright, and then I also have a buddy read that I am doing this month with Haley, who I always do buddy reads with, and we are continuing on in The Way of Kings, Stormlight Archive, with the second book, Words of Radiance. This is a beast, obviously, obviously everyone knows about these books. They're over 1,000 pages. This one's actually bigger than the first one. We adored Way of Kings when we read it last month in July, so we wanted to continue as soon as we could, and we both have time in the middle of August, so we are going to buddy read it. We're going to be trying to finish it in about 10 days, but that would have scared me with Way of Kings because we put that out over like 2 weeks, but I am just so excited to get back into this world. I wouldn't be surprised if I could sit down and read like 300 pages of this. Like, let's get real. This is an amazing high fantasy, adult fantasy series, and I love Brandon Sanderson's writing so freaking much, so I am just so excited to read this. And then when we're done with this, I do have Oathbringer over there, so I'm really excited to get to this though. Alright, and then I just have one extra like novel to just kind of throw in if I need another novel to read, and that is Frostblood by Ellie Blake. This is one of the last books on my TBR. I will still be making that video about finishing my TBR very soon. I still have like 2 books left, but I'm gonna make the video soon. But this is one of the last books that I have left on my TBR. This is I keep saying, I don't really know what it's about. All I know is the author based it off of Avatar, and she has a crush on Zuko. So I'm like assuming there's gonna be a Zuko character, and that's what I'm hoping for. It might suck, I really don't know. It's just like a YA fantasy novel, or maybe NA fantasy novel, I really don't know. And I think it has like elemental magic. I'm gonna assume that. So, if I need another novel, here we go. I feel like I've been very fantasy heavy recently, but what can you do? And then I have a couple of audiobooks. The first audiobook that I want to read is The Book of M by something. Nope, I'm not even gonna try to remember what the author's name was. I don't remember, but I see a lot of people have been reading it recently, and I have heard nothing but great things about it, and I have it on Scribd. I only have Scribd for about 2 more weeks before I'm canceling my subscription, so I'm going to try to read that in the next 2 weeks before it gets canceled. And then the next book that I have on audio, I also have in a physical edition, so if the audiobook like goes back to the library before I finish it, then I will just continue in the physical edition, and that is Fell by M.R. Carey. They wrote The Girl with All the Gifts, and I adored that novel last year. I believe I read it last September, and I loved it. I loved the writing of it, and I was so into it. I just thought it was so unique and so interesting, and I really, really enjoyed it. And this one is their other novel. It has nothing to do with The Girl with All the Gifts. It is about, I think, like a prison and a girl in prison, or like a high security ward of some sort. I'm not really completely sure. But I have this coming in on Libby at some point pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. I think. Yeah. So if I don't finish on audio, I will just continue in the physical edition. And then, during Book 2-a-thon, I finally started my Naruto Shippuden reread last year? Was it last year? I think between 2016 and 2017, I did my reread of Part 1 of Naruto, and I loved it. It was so fun to reread it, like, all the way through, because I was totally one of those people that I still am one of those people that, like, I love Naruto, and I probably reread and rewatched Part 1 several times, but, like, not all at once, like, not straight through. Like, I would just pick up a volume here or there, or, like, watch a battle here or there, or, like, watch an arc. But this was the first time in a long time that I'd reread it all the way through, and it was so much fun. But I have never reread Shippuden. I've never reread or rewatched Shippuden, and I think it's because it ended, I think, 2 or 3 years ago now, which is crazy. And I'm still not over it ending. Like, let's get real here. I'm still destroyed at the fact that Naruto's ended. You can say all you want that I can watch or read Boruto, but I don't want to. I want Naruto. So I am finally starting my Naruto reread. I read the first 2 volumes of Shippuden during the Book 2-a-thon. So I don't know how many I'm going to get to in the rest of the month, but I have 31, 32, I have 33 coming in the mail, 34, 35, 36, and 37, and I think I have 38 coming in the mail too. So I have a totally giant chunk of Naruto to be able to get to this month if I want to. And this, again, is not like a priority reading. It's just like when I am in the mood to pick up a volume, I pick up a volume. Like, again, my Part 1 reread took, I think, like, basically an entire school year to, like, reread the whole thing. So, yeah, these are definitely just for fun and not high priority, but when I'm in the mood for them, I pick them up. But anyways, these are all of the books that I hope to read in the rest of August. Is it overambitious? Just a little bit. Plus, I have the Book of M, which is like an 18-hour audiobook or something. I don't know. I don't know why I do this to myself, okay? Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and definitely tell me down below in the comments if you have read any of these books or if you're planning on reading any of these books. And I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye!